So he's been out of the bag for a while, checking out his new digs. There he is. Say hello. Hi, guy. We haven't got him a name yet. Not quite yet. Got some running around in my mind. Possibles. There he is. Hi, guy. He's got some long fins on him already. I mean, they're a little chewed up because the tank he was in, he wasn't the biggest boy of the group, so they were a little chewed up, but they're still really there, surprisingly. But he's really active. I mean, he's only been in here like maybe half an hour. He's just swimming all over the place, checking everything out. So the wet spot there, they had two tanks full of all kinds of convicts. One of them, they were bigger tanks, probably like 125s. One of them had a couple Oscars. Another one had a big ol' Oscar. A bunch of different cons. There were some pretty meaty, normal convicts. Probably 4.5, 5 inches long with little hump heads and all. I almost grabbed one of those guys yesterday. But I wanted to get the quote from Tangled Up in Cichlids because they have, at the moment, they have leucistic HRPs. So I was going to get a single male, but shipping, everything, blah, 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 it was a $100 fish. I really can't afford that right now. So I went back to the wet spot today. Because yesterday I noticed in one of the tanks they had two smaller pink cons. I mean, probably a quarter of this guy's size. Maybe a little bigger. But they were, you know, about an inch and a half, somewhere around that range. So I was just going to grab those two. Went there today. Was looking around in the tank next to it. And I noticed there was a couple these bigger pinks in there, and this is the one with the best set of fins on them, so I grabbed him. We'll just call it that, and he'll be my little mini Casper of sorts. If you know who Casper is, you know. If you don't, you can go back in the history of my channel here and you'll see plenty of videos of Casper. This little guy is awesome looking. He's like totally a little tiny mini Amphilophus. Come on, stop weaving. We want to see you. Come up front, guy. So I don't know if I mentioned this or not. Remember when I started this tank, I had 6 of these platies, and I also had 3 mollies. Well, the mollies, they didn't make it. Apparently my water is a bit too soft for them, and over the last couple months I just found them one by one in the morning. They're just belly up. No really signs of why they died. They're just dead. So I'm assuming probably because mollies like their water a lot harder, and over here in Portland on the half that I'm in, the water is a bit softer because The half of Portland I'm in, they get most of their water from a reservoir. So, you know, it's a lot softer than the other half of Portland who gets most of their water from wells. So it's runs a bit harder on the other side of Portland. So the mollies didn't make it. So in this tank, we only have these platies and the new guy and the one plecostomus. And like I said, I replanted the whole tank last night, and I dumped out, I got rid of all the Amazon swords and the stem plants. I just didn't want to deal with them anymore. You know, having to feed the Amazons pellets in the gravel, plant nutrient pellets, whatever those dang things are called. I can't think of it right now. Anyways, having to feed them those things and all that. So I took them all out, and about a third of the valves that were in here ended up in the trash bin as well. Just sent it out some and kind of like reset. I'm sure they'll be running out new starts anytime now. So give it a week and everything settle in, and they'll be flourishing as they were. All right, guy, would you come out here and say hi? Stop swimming back there. Oh, sorry, guys. Well, so there we have it. The new stocking of the 40 breeder.